Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a podcast from TK's basement. TK's server thing. Yes, we thought we'd try a little something different today. I'm joined by Wolters today.
Hello.
And I'm also joined by my editor Silas, who is currently typing things in the chat, which I will be telling you about as we're going through. No idea what we're doing. We're just doing a little bit of a podcast just to see how we go. So let's just see what happens as you join us in this journey to TK's bottom. TK's server thing. Sorry, I'm reading people's chats. Might be an idea to maybe minimize OBS so I'm not reading things that I shouldn't be reading. Anyway, what should we talk about today?
Well, how about you introduce yourself?
Well,
gotta do that.
Well, I'm TK, who's been doing YouTube on and off for at least 17 years, as most of you will know. Yes, it's getting old. It's getting old. Anyway, that's me. I'm basically a 44-year-old man with nothing better to do than be on Discord. No, I'm kidding.
Jeez.
Anyway, enough of these shenanigans. Over to you, Wolters.
No, well, thank you, TK. Lovely podcast you have here, I must say.
Why, thank you.
My name's Wolters. Some people call me DOB. I go by many names, almost like Shakespeare, but not. So I'm Wolters. I've done quite a few. I've done YouTube for a little bit. I think this is my third year doing YouTube, but I haven't really been posting a lot lately. Anyway, of course, I've been posting racing. I race a lot. Do a lot of sim racing and IRL racing. So yeah, it's been fun. Season's been pretty fun so far. So not much for me, kind of boring, but yeah. So try to have fun, but it is what it is. Do your best, try to succeed. And yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, that's all right. As I say, this is a little experiment that we're trying. As I say, I've never actually tried anything like this before, but obviously, we've been doing little game things on the thing. So, anyone watching this, just a little advertisement.
It's the pilot episode.
As we get going, can you please subscribe to the Games Basement? I've only got 8 subscribers, please. Anyway, enough of the pleading.
Well, I kind of so this is the pilot episode. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think people should expect?
Anything's possible.
I think really just a lot of games. Yeah, really anything. Probably talk about games.
Yes.
We'll talk about your Metal Gear Solid stuff. Yeah, you're crazy.
And attempts at comedy, as Silas has just typed in the chat. Yes, as I say, the wonderful editor that is Silas will be chipping in with comments all the way through, and sometimes I will notice them, and sometimes I won't notice them for about 10 minutes because I do that sometimes. Not that I get easily distracted.
Yeah. So, topics, lot of big name podcasts coming with an idea.
What sort of games do you like to play? I don't know why I'm saying it like that.
Games I like to play. You're such a nice guy. Well, I started out as a mobile player, as most people know. Played Minecraft because it was popular during Corona. Everyone kind of started YouTube.
Yes, I'm sure everybody.
A lot of people did.
We've all played Minecraft at times.
Well, of course, it's a pretty good game. It's been around for a while.
Small
yeah. So I started out playing on mobile because that's the only thing I had. I realized I could do content on here, so I'm like, well, I'll give that a shot. I did quite a bit of Minecraft videos because at the time Minecraft was pretty popular. I guess because Dream and stuff like that. The big names were playing it. So Minecraft was pretty popular. YouTube was popular. And of course, this is like during lockdown and stuff, so you couldn't really go anywhere or anything.
Yep.
Stuck inside. So my friend Aqua, or my friend Aqua or Bobo, who knows, he might be on here one twice. We never know. He might be a future guest, so we've been friends for quite a long time actually, and he called me up one day. He's like, yo, so there's this one Minecraft server. It's like it's a realm, and he's like, you should join it. I'm like, I don't know. He's like, do you want something to do? I'm like, you're not wrong. So then he asked this one guy named AJ. You know him, of course you do. Yeah, I got
We
in the
all
realm.
know AJ on here.
Oh yeah.
Hi
I got
AJ, if you're
invited to
listening.
yeah, so I got invited to a Discord server, and then I met this fancy man over here named TK.
Oh,
A
fancy
whole bunch of
man.
other people.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Known as the exotic
Of
one,
course,
yes.
yeah, I joined pretty late in the server. Everybody had pretty good, decent stuff, but still determined to do it. So of course, me and Bobo, we were both we both started out. Of course, I was a roommate, so I kind of lived down the mines. Had a little hut,
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. Everybody's living down the mines.
Yeah. So I spent, did that. I did some mining. We did pretty good. I think I streamed once or twice on there. I think you probably know that, but it was pretty fun. And then everyone kind of just stopped, and then AJ kind of just disappeared, and the realm kind of went down. But we kind of we kind of had a war. We kind of built a town, and I kind of just hung around AJ's base and your base. Kind of just stood there.
Yeah. I seem to remember with that when we were playing that realm there's actually a really good video which I don't think I ever released, or AJ didn't anyway, where we actually had to fight the Ender Dragon, and unfortunately when they actually killed the Ender Dragon, I'd been killed, so we never actually saw that bit. You heard it, but you didn't see it. So yeah, that was slightly problem, but I don't think we actually uploaded that.
Speaking of the
Probably why.
on it. Well, so it took me like, I don't know, a week or so, because I was on and off, I was on and off regularly or whatever. Hop on when I felt like it, when I could. And I finally got full netherite. Well, I'm like, I want a light show. So I decided to go in the end, fully geared. And so apparently, if you're crouching and you're building and you get disconnected, when you join back, you're no longer crouching. So you kind of just walk off the side of your bridge and lose all your stuff.
Yep.
Let's just say that I wasn't very happy because it took me forever to get that.
Yes, I know, because it was, there was
Yeah.
that moment, one that was like, I've lost everything. It was like, and I think I was on the other side of the world, so I couldn't get to you.
No, because I died in the end.
Yeah.
The bridging.
Yeah, there's like,
In fact, I don't think anybody was on.
yeah, it's like,
And I even took a picture.
I fell
Even
into
took a
the
picture of
void, or rather, the
Yeah,
void. Sorry, just little thing. If you want to try and do that sound effect, it's very easy to do. Just move your mic away as you speak, and then you sound like you're falling down a hole. Very effective.
Well, I would do that if my mic wasn't built into my headset. But anyway, I fell off the void. I was super sad,
Yep.
and because I had my netherite axe did more damage than my sword.
Yeah.
Because AJ was kind of like, you peasant, kind of powerful ruling type of guy. Man was like a dictator over there. So I couldn't upgrade any of my stuff, and dare I say I stole stuff from him. Even though, sorry AJ, please don't ban me.
AJ was our king.
He was. We definitely called him King AJ.
And just not to worry, and not to worry too much, Wolters, but do remember he is an admin on my server.
Oh yeah, AJ. Anyway, I mean, I would never steal anything.
Of course.
But so we decided to, me and Bobo, build our own kind of free nation. And TK, I think you should remember this, but I said I wanted to build a massive railway where I could control every switch from one main center. It was gonna be super cool.
Yeah, I can remember.
But, it was gonna take us 10 years to do that, but
yeah.
But hey, I mean, it was gonna work because Mr. Kyle, he's not on, but when he does come on as a guest or whatever, Mr. Kyle was building a railway. So I'm like, well, I like railways. I'll build a station, little stop, so you ain't gotta go all the way. So we decided to do that because why not? Well, then the server kind of went, and
Yeah.
the money went, and it kind of went, and
Yeah. That's the
went away.
exact noise it made.
Yeah. Ran out of money. Exactly. But yeah. But after that, I kind of stopped playing Minecraft. I kind of took a break. I made a new channel. It was supposed to be like a daily update on my life, but that went out the door. And now I kind of just have 2 YouTube channels that I just don't use.
Yeah.
Well, my original videos are still up. And actually, the best video I did was a tour of my world,
Yep.
and it's the oldest video, and it did the best.
Yeah, it's one of the favourite ones. Yes, I kind of did the little few of them. I don't know if they're on the Games Basement or on Studios, but I did a little bit of a tour with it, and those who watch those videos will know the picture quality wasn't brilliant. I may have sorted that now, so again, if anyone wants any Minecraft videos, just leave them in the comments. I don't mind.
Yeah, but that was one of my best videos, and kind of like my server was it started out as me and my friend, we were just messing around.
Yeah.
So if you watch the video, there's a thing called there's the nuke, and underneath the nuke is actually where we started. We built our house, and we're like, man, we don't like these, so we blew it up
Living
and we just
dangerously.
left the pit there, and we went over to our new area, which was the old town. Which if you watch the video, you guys should tell me what happened in the video.
Yeah.
Should I make them go watch it?
Yeah. Go on.
Oh no, I'll make y'all go watch.
Yeah. All go and watch it now. We're not going to do anything for 10 minutes. You just go and watch that video. We'll be right. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. You imagine just 10 minutes of silence. That Gordon Ramsay meme.
Yeah. No. But yeah. So you can go watch that video. Yeah, I forgot what episode it is, but we moved over to where the town is now, kind of small. We kind of moved to like small areas. You think we would have been smart and moved to a big, massive area, right?
Yeah.
You would think. But no. I built my house. It was original cobblestone and wood. And my friend Stormy, he came on. He's like, I'm gonna remodel your place. Remodeled it. It looked pretty good. TK, I think you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
It's a 3-story. I called it my office.
Yes.
But it's where you get your loans and permits and stuff. Yeah, but it's where you got your loans and permits and stuff.
Oh yes.
Built a few things. I built a skyscraper.
Yeah.
That took a while. That was one of the longer ones I did. But I built a house. Well, I was gonna build a mansion, but I moved it and then I built a house, but it wasn't really a house, so I technically had no house, no home. But yeah, and then I kind of blew everything up. Technically, no, I didn't. I made a copy of the world because I would never blow up the actual thing because too much hard work.
Yeah, only Mumbo Jumbo blows bases up.
Yeah. But I blew it up on a separate, and I made a season 2 episode, which I recorded for over an hour.
Oh.
And I hate this. I chopped it down to 2 minutes.
Blimey.
An hour of recording. I chopped it down to 2 minutes. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna admit this. I'm gonna tell the truth, okay? Yeah, I'm actually gonna restart on season 2. That was just a teaser, and the teaser's fake. Gotta hype them up. I use creative on my house. I'm not impressed with. I'm not happy with that. So that's why it went down to 2 minutes, because it would have been a whole bunch of creative mode, and that's
cool.
No.
Yeah.
Not good. We don't want that.
Exactly.
So technically, season 2 hasn't been recorded yet.
It's basically a super fast time lapse.
It was. No, I didn't even time lapse because they would see me floating.
Yeah, just the bits where you were sort of in between, like I'm just floating in space.
Well, yeah. So I trimmed it down to 2 minutes. Recorded for an hour. Trimmed it down to 2 minutes. But yeah. But after that, kind of stopped posting for a while. And then I did the entire life update. Then that kind of went out the door because I missed a day because I wanted to post
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Went out the door, couldn't do it. I kind of just stopped posting. Kind of just went
Yeah, well,
stopped.
as everybody knows, I've kind of gone through that just lately with the sort of times, because those of you who probably know, I have a certain relative who's not been very well, and she's all right now and all sorted and everything, but it's kind of it made things a bit difficult to actually make videos and stuff. But don't worry, I am getting back onto things. I've currently I've managed to just complete recording Resident Evil 2, and I'm near the end of recording Resident Evil 3. Yes, I'm a little bit obsessed with Resident Evil. I know. But yeah.
But yeah, so I kind of took a break for like
Yeah.
a half a year.
Yeah,
And I kind of
yeah. So as I say,
forgot about it.
nothing wrong with having breaks.
Yeah,
But you come
and
back,
then the
come back all recharged and ready.
yeah, and then well, last Christmas, so Christmas of 22, I got a PS5. Was not expecting
Nice,
that. I'm like
nice.
to my dad. So he gave me a present. He's like you can either open it now or you could just save it. I'm like, well, Christmas is like in like 3 days to 2 days. I'm like, I'm just gonna save it. And I heard him say, you're gonna regret that choice. So I'm like, oh no, I don't know what's in there. And it was a heavy box, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was pretty heavy. Oh no, I don't know if you guys ever looked. I don't know if you guys ever held a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, they're monsters, aren't they? It's like a mini PC. Yeah, they're just
PC, but
yeah, just huge things.
yeah, well, a little heavy because we have a PlayStation 3.
Right. Yeah.
We were 2 years behind. 2 generations behind.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then so
I can't say much. I've still got a PS3. I never got past the 3. Yeah, well, basically what happened there was because I went over to the Xbox and things, I kind of went onto that for a bit and kind of forgot about PlayStation. But I mean, basically, I started off as a PC gamer really, and then went on to PlayStation when the PS1 came out. That's how old I am. When the PlayStation 1 came out, and then obviously. Then we went on to the Xbox because my cousin Ashley had one. Hi, Ashley, if you're listening. And he had one, as I say, and then he got me into Gears of War 2, I think it was, and then I was sort of like, I really like this game. I'm going to get one of these Xbox things myself, and yeah, it kind of took over my life.
yeah, but I've played on every single PlayStation except for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah. I think
My uncle, he has a PlayStation 1,
yeah, well,
so
I've got
I was able to
well,
play
I
on that
downloaded a
thing.
little patch for my PS3 that lets me play the old 1 and 2 games. So I don't technically need the 1 and 2, but I do still have a few lying around. In fact, I've got one wired up I can stream with actually, because I'm going to be doing some retro gaming at some point. That was the plan anyway. That was the plan from last year anyway. I've sort of had that wired up for nearly a year now. I was like, I've just done nothing with it, but it hasn't exploded yet, so that's a good thing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, my dad, he had a PlayStation 2 or whatever. But when he got the 3, he's like, I don't need the 2 anymore. And so my dad, he's like a construction worker basically.
Right.
He's a
Yeah.
plumber, construction plumbing or whatever.
Yep. Cool.
So I guess he's like, well, I got a PlayStation 2. I have a PlayStation 3 now. I don't need this PlayStation 2.
Well, like I say, yeah, all the different ones. I had a PS1 96, I think I got one. 95 might have been earlier than that. So this is me. I'm actually closing my eyes because I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
Gotta phase back in time.
Yeah. Yeah. Little tip. As you get older, your memory doesn't quite work as good as it used to.
No, my memory.
Yeah. What are we doing again? No, kidding.
We're doing a podcast.
Of course, podcast. Yes, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, so so we have a whole bunch of PlayStation 2 games, but our PlayStation 3 doesn't work on it. And so the Christmas, so I decided to open it early because I said I could, so I did.
Yep.
It was a PlayStation 5. I'm like, whoa, no way, dude. Cool. So we hooked it up to a TV upstairs, and then we got the game called The World of Outlaws Dirt Racing, because well, as I said,
Yeah,
I race go karts,
yeah.
and we're like, oh, how did we get this game? Like, sure. I'm like, sure. So we got that game, and then so we were playing it in first time on a PlayStation 5. You know, haven't had a PlayStation.
Mm.
We haven't had the newest PlayStation since like whenever the PlayStation 3 came out, whatever.
Yeah.
So
PlayStation 3 come out. Oh,
was it 2008?
6, I think it was, because
6. Yeah.
there's a because one of my original TK Studios videos, I actually mentioned that in one of the news reports that the PS3 is out at last. It's only taken 327 years because it took ages.
Yeah. Well, video games wise, I think my personal first ever video game device, you could say it was a DS.
Yeah.
That was my first ever one.
Yeah. Mine was obviously I go back a bit further than that. Mine was something called a BBC microcomputer, which some of you will probably know that it blew up the other week. No, it did. Well, it's basically what happens to them when they get about 40 years old, because it is now. There's these little capacitor things inside them, which we call reefer capacitors. The reason we call them that is because when they burn, which is what happened to it, is they burn a particular colour, hence the reefer comment. Anyway, basically what happens is it's something called the smoothers burn up inside the power supply, and you get this lovely plume of white smoke. And yet it really confuses you because the thing is still on, and you're like, how are you still on? You're on fire. But that's what they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. But fortunately, I have a BBC emulator, so I can actually still relive the old the old boy games. Yeah, we like our 8-bit games. Then of course we obviously then as time went on, we obviously went into PCs, and I had a Windows DOS PC and was playing games like TIE Fighter, which again certain people have seen me play. It's an experience. You haven't lived until you've seen me play Magic Carpet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well then, technically the first ever video game I played on was it was a DS.
Yep.
But I think it was my cousin's. My mom. I don't know why, but I swear, I was in the living room.
Yep.
I was on the couch, and then my mom's like, "Here, Trent, you want to play a video?" My mom, she was like, "Hey, you want to play a video game?" And so she gave me a DS, and Mario Kart was in it, and I'm like, "Ooh!"
Yeah.
And it was Yoshi Island.
Yeah.
And Yoshi Island's like one of the easier ones. It's kind of just like a big circle, basically.
Yeah. It's not the most technical track in the world, is it?
No, and I fell in love with it, and I loved it. And then I got a DS for Christmas. That I think it was that year, the next year, from my grandma. Then my dad walked up to me. He saw me lose, and he's like, "Why are you losing?" I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" He's like, because everyone finished, but I didn't. And he's like, I forgot what he said, but I think he said something like the lines of, "Yeah, they're done, but you're not done. You gotta win." And ever since, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I should be a winner, not a loser.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, I got first in every single race.
Cue the inspirational music.
Exactly. And then that happened, and then a couple Christmases later, a lot of Christmases for me, you know.
Yeah.
I got the, I swear, on the back of the game, it said, on the back of the console, it says, the new 3DS XL. Okay?
Yeah.
And it was exactly. That's a mouthful, if you ask me.
Yeah,
you guys probably seen the 3DS,
they do think of the best names for things. Certainly, sometimes do they?
Yeah, no, they don't. But so on the the 3DS, we had a joystick instead of still had the D-pad or whatever, but now it has a joystick. And oh my God, I love the joystick. My cousin, his brother had a 3DS before I did, and I saw the joystick. I'm like, dude, that sucks. Like, why would you have a joystick? And then I got one, and I used the joystick, and I'm not going back.
It should be
no
like with the old flight simulator games and things. Like I said, so some of the old some of the old Star Wars games, there was 3 flight sims. X-Wing was the first one, then you had TIE Fighter, I think, after that, and then there was Balance of Power, and then I think X-Wing Alliance, so there was 4 of them in all. But yeah, that was same. It was sort of like, you used to play it with the keyboard, it was like you used to crash and everything, and then when I got a joystick, it was like, oh my word, this is so much better. It's like, I can actually hit things.
Yeah. I'm never going back. And then my dad, he turned on our PlayStation 3, and we had Gran Turismo 5, I want to say.
Yep.
6?
Yep.
5. Gran Turismo 5.
I can just remember the
And
original
I played
one.
that. Yeah, I played that. And then somehow I started doing worse in it. I was doing super good, and I started doing worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah,
and I'm like, how am I doing? I'm doing the exact same thing. I should be doing the same. For anything, I should be doing better. Whatever. So I was doing that. It was pretty fun, and then I got an iPad Mini. I only had that, and then played that. Then I got my phone. Then I could switch to mobile, and then all this stuff happened. Now we're at Christmas, and we're playing the World of Outlaws game. My dad's like, "I bet this be way easier with a steering wheel." I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, should we get one? I'm like, yeah. and my dad, he does some research, whatever. And when I tell you, he spent a lot that year. He spent like a lot. So PlayStation's about like $500 or something.
Yeah.
Which is that's like not bad.
Yeah.
What was the PlayStation? How much was the PlayStation 4 when it came out? Like 500 too?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah, around that. So got that, and instead, and he's just on. So he's watching videos. He's like, yeah, that's the Logitech G Pro with the pedals. I'm like, it comes here, and it's a nice wheel,
Yeah.
really nice wheel. Well, so the stand, so we had a, was it, and also so it was a steering wheel, the pedals, and the frame came with it, but the chair didn't come, so we had no chair, so we either had to sit on the metal,
Right, yeah.
or, because there was metal where you're supposed to mount the chair.
Okay.
So after sitting on the metal for so long, I'm like, dang, this is really uncomfortable. So what I did was I found my sister, she has one of those like stuffed animals or whatever.
Right.
Like squishmallows or whatever.
Yeah.
And we had leftover cardboard from all the boxes. And so I put the squishmallow underneath between the 2 poles or whatever. And then I put the cardboard on top. Then I folded up a blanket to add more cushion, and I sat on that. And man, when I tell you, was that nice.
It's sort of,
ooh, it's way better than saying just sitting on metal.
Yeah, sort of.
Oh my god.
Home improvement, eat your heart out.
Yeah, and then we had to go somewhere for something. And I come back, and my dad's racing. I'm like, and he's on our chair. I'm like, what? And he tells me, he's like, yeah, I got this morning. I started racing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I went outside to go get something, and I saw a box there. I'm like, and there was the chair. And he's like, what the hell has that been sitting there for? So he mounted the chair, and he's been racing. And so my friend Bobo, he came over for his birthday, and I'm like, well, I don't want to disturb my parents. I don't want to disturb my dad when he's sleeping or whatever. So I moved the PlayStation. I moved everything downstairs. Because originally we had it upstairs, which was nice or whatever.
He sort of took
over all downstairs.
Took over for that day.
Yeah, so we moved it all downstairs. And it's still downstairs to this day. This is where I'm doing it, downstairs, in my basement. All my racing sim right now.
Yeah.
This is like my gaming cockpit or whatever.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the basement.
Yeah, so remember I told you he got the Logitech G Pro wheel?
Yeah, I think you did mention it, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I told you the price, but I'm pretty sure you forgot about it by now.
Yeah.
I want you to guess how much the steering wheel cost.
Ooh.
Just by itself. It's just the steering wheel.
Well, if it was here, I'd. Oh, if we
No, in US dollars. US dollars.
I'm going to say 50. I'm probably going to be way off.
What? 500?
50, I'd say.
$50? Yeah,
it wouldn't be. As I say, that wouldn't be right, because as I say, I'm just trying to think what the equivalent in UK pounds would be. You see?
No. Just so I'll tell you, it's above $500.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. It's sort of a full
I'm
thing.
gonna
Obviously, it's
keep
not
going.
just the wheel, because yeah, because you
No,
can.
it is just the wheel. It
Yeah.
is just it came with the steering, like the hub, thing, and the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's more than $100.
Right.
Sorry, more than
I was going to
$500.
say it's quite a bit. I think I did remember you saying to
Yeah.
me actually, but yeah, I'd forgotten.
Ready to hear it? Ready to hear it?
I think when we were talking before, I think you were telling me, but I can't remember.
The steering wheel by itself.
mind problems, viewers.
The steering wheel by itself cost $1,000.
Blimey. Okay, that's quite
And I'm pretty
pricey.
sure the pedals. I'm pretty sure the pedals were like another 500
Yeah, but
to 400.
obviously a nice bit
Okay.
of kit.
So then I bought an extra controller. It's the Camel one. I was gonna go with the Mac, but I didn't have it. Thank God. I don't know why, but I don't like the black. And
Yep.
it's just too much. So I got the camo. Camo one looks pretty nice.
Mhm.
And we were at Target. You don't have Target there. You don't know why. You guys don't know why you guys should have Target.
Yeah, we don't have Target in the UK. I think the closest we've got to an American store is I think Walmart own Asda, as we call it. So that's about the closest thing we get. But no, we don't have Target or anything.
Yeah, so
We're
we
always
went to
missing out.
Target.
Always missing out in the UK.
Yeah, so I need a pair of headphones because I don't want the TV blasts or whatever.
No,
So we're
no.
at Target, and we're in the PlayStation section, and I see I have the 3D Pulse. I have the 3D Pulse headphones or whatever.
Mhm.
I love them because I was watching videos about them, and so I'm like, Mom, can we get a pair of headphones? She's like, sure. So there was there's the 3D Pulse headphones, and then there was the wired ones you plug in like the earbuds, but they came with a $100 gift card with them.
Mhm.
But theoretically, you're just buying $100
Yeah.
gift card. With you just get a thing of headphones for $3 basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say with like buy one get one free.
I'm like, Mom, here the 3D Pulse headphones, which it was when we got them was $99.99, basically $100 plus tax is like $100
Plus
$4 or something.
Yeah, that's the word of terror, isn't it? Plus taxes.
Yeah. You always gotta bring extra money for them taxes because you never know. Like someone's like $2, you're like, I'm bringing $5 just in case,
Yeah, yeah.
Cause that's my worry. I buy something, I'm like 2 cents short. I'm like, God dang it.
Yeah, yeah. It's always
you know what I mean?
always terrible when you're just like too damn short.
It's so scary.
Indeed.
It's so scary. And I'm like, Mom. So we have the wireless headphones, which are like super nice padding. And then you got your wired headphones over here that come with a $100 gift card.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're basically both $100.
Mhm.
Let's just get the nicer one.
Yeah.
So I have the 3D Pulse ones in the camel color, of course, because I wanted to match my controller. I'm still working on expanding my stuff. So I asked, so the storage on the PlayStation isn't very big or whatever.
No.
Not a whole bunch. I think the original storage.
Yeah, most consoles are the same, aren't they?
Yes, the original storage I think was. Oh, it's the original storage. I think that this is what it is. It's 667 gigabytes or whatever. Sorry, megabytes. So that filled up pretty fast, especially with like GTA and stuff.
Definitely. I mean, I've got on my like hard drives and things. I've got I've on my Xbox. I've got a 5 terabyte hard drive, and on this computer, I've got a 10 terabyte at the minute. So yeah, I'm not going to. Well, I was going to say not running out of memory soon. I probably will be actually.
Yeah. So it ran up pretty fast, and I noticed you can get you can buy internal SSDs at the Target Rever.
Yeah, because you can push them inside, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah. So we're at Target Rever. I'm like, Mom, can we get this? And it's called the M2 SSD storage or whatever,
Mhm.
and it's one terabyte. and I have it almost halfway full, which is not a very good thing to have.
No. I think my Xbox One's on like 90% or something. Not that I download Xbox games much now because not having me live anymore or anything. Yeah. Yes, I'm slowly returning to PC gaming, everyone.
Yeah, but so I got that, and oh my god, I thought it was gonna be like $50 or whatever. I look at the price. I'm like, Mom, can we get this for the PlayStation? She's like, sure. And I'm looking at the receipt or whatever.
Well,
Do you know how much it cost?
well, if the steering wheel's 500, I hate to guess.
No, the steering was 1,000. The pedals were 500.
Yeah.
The SSD was like $124.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Jeez, I thought it was gonna be like $50 or something.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know it was that expensive.
I was going to say, yeah, they're not cheap.
No, but
hence why this computer cost me how much it did.
yeah. Well, there's still some stuff I want to get. Like I want to get like I don't know if you know what they're called, but they're called disc plates or whatever.
Yeah.
They're you can change the colors like on the outside of your case on your PlayStation.
All right, cool. Yeah. I like it when you can modify things. It does make things a lot. Well, you can make it yours, can't you? Which is cool.
You can customize them. So I wanted to get the camo ones because it would match my controller and my headset or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Because it looked nice or whatever.
You can sort of make it all match up. Yeah, my mate Adam, he's a bit like that with his car. He's always got to change something just to make it his.
Yeah, because you like. Granted, right now there's like 3 colors. You got 2 camo things. You got 2 white things. My controller and the console. And then the pedals, like the steering and the pedals, are both black or whatever.
Yeah.
So
nice setup.
yeah, but there's one thing I really want that would really just top it off and make it really look nice.
Yeah, cool.
And it's called the PSVR2.
Ooh, it's sort of it's sort of the new addition to it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
But I want it. But like at the same time, it'd be like really cool to have.
Yeah.
But this seems like they're asking like 500 and something for it.
Yeah.
I kind of want the price to drop, and plus it's a brand new system or whatever. So and also like when people are talking about it, there's not a lot of games for it.
That's exactly That's why I'm a little bit when anything new comes out, even though obviously I've still got my Xbox One. I'm a little bit behind with things, and but I do that because sometimes I just see what it does, and then if there is any problems, it's sort of. So it's another reason why I don't buy games straight away. That's another reason. It's like because normally especially when you download them now, sometimes you get games. So for instance, I got Jedi Fallen Order a while back, downloaded it, and it was really bad. The graphics were terrible and everything because they hadn't patched it. And then, of course, obviously a few months later they patched it. Then I played it again and it was great. It was fantastic. But yeah, it just shows you what a couple of simple updates can do to a game.
Yeah. Well, and when it originally came out, there wasn't a lot of games. Now there's quite a few more. There's a decent. You got some selections or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think a new one that's come out. Well, not new, but it's new to PlayStation PSVR 2 now.
Right.
I don't know when it came out, but I'm pretty sure it came out pretty recently. Not sure when, but it's Beat Saber.
Yep.
Just came to PSVR 2. I think it came out. Oh, it came out last month on the 25th.
Yeah.
So it's been out for a little bit now, but yeah. So that came out, which is a lot of people like Beat Saber because it's pretty. That's kind of like one of the main things you play with VR or whatever.
Yeah.
Beat Saber. But I really want it because I have like Padlov and like Job Sim. Like those are like some ones I want to play. I think it'd be cool to have.
Yeah, there's always something. I mean, I have to be careful with stuff like that. I mean, again, as some people listen to this, and also you guys will know, is I'm currently trying to upgrade my monitors, and as I say, I keep. Thing is, what I want ones with speakers on, because I know a lot of you will know this, that gaming monitors don't tend to have speakers on them, and but I like speakers for some reason. It's just how I am. I like sometimes I'm going to hear it coming out of the screen.
Yeah, kind of a bit more immersion, you say.
That's it, yeah. But I mean, I do put it through the headphones sometimes. I mean, as I was telling you guys earlier on about that, where I've been recording Resident Evil 3 recently, and little not spoilers, I wouldn't say, because obviously it'll be a while before you see it. But yeah, there was a moment where I couldn't actually hear the game because I had to turn the telly down to so we couldn't hear anything, and I couldn't hear the zombies, and that was that had a few interesting moments.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
But then I got it through going through my headphones, so it sorted it out.
Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of stuff that sucks. You know, when something new comes out,
That's right.
you gotta wait for some games to come out, because there's a whole bunch of reviews already with the PSVR, 2 days before it, just as it came out.
Silas has just made a good point about the headphones, saying that it probably is more immersive with the headphones because obviously it makes your head turn to where the sound is, so yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of like anything, like something new comes out, you gotta wait a little bit for some games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Then, there was like a few games. I guess one of the bigger gimmicks for like people like racing sims like me or whatever.
Yep.
With the PSVR 2 was that's compatible with the Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah, so you can it's almost like you're on the track.
Yeah, like you're in, and it's almost like you're in the car or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I always want it like like a flight sim, that you feel like you're in the cockpit and you're shooting either TIE fighters or X-wings and that. Sorry, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Might be little bit obsessed with Star Wars. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah.
And Minecraft.
But,
and Resident Evil.
But I play a lot of games that you use a steering wheel on because I have them. Well, I want to get my bang for my buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, it sort of makes it a bit more immersive. Like I said about the joysticks thing. I mean, I recently got what was it? Star Wars Squadrons, is it called? I think the new one. In the comments, if you know. But I was playing that, and it wasn't quite the same. With a pad. I was like, yeah, this is quite cool. I'm flying around, but I don't feel like I'm flying it. Yes, and the Silas has just put, don't get me started on Metal Gear because that would be a whole other series. But we might get onto that.
Yeah.
We might get onto that eventually, but not today.
Eventually. Yeah.
Because cool. Because I say we're coming up on 45 minutes now, so I think we might.
45.
I was going to say, it's flown by, hasn't it? I just think we might just end this little test. It's more of a little test podcast, but yeah, I think we are going to post this because I think you guys will be interested in what we've been discussing and bits and pieces and that, and obviously then you can let us know whether you want us to carry on with these because I've quite enjoyed that.
I feel like I've just been talking about myself and stuff about PlayStation. I feel like it's only been like 2 minutes or so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's surprising how time flies. But
exactly.
I mean, do let us know about the length of these. I mean, if you think this is about the right sort of length, or if you think we should go longer, please let us know. But yes, I think as I say, we'll leave this one here. But I hope you all enjoyed that. Wolters, do you want to just let everyone know where they can find you on YouTube and that?
I suppose you can find me at YouTube at Wolters too, and Look at Time. Nothing really big, not really posted on Look at Time. You can also find me at Twitch, also at Look at Time. PlayStation is just Wolters too, But looking to post some more content, not on my channel. It actually be on TK's channel. Was it called The Basement or something?
Yeah. Well, what we'll do, we'll leave if I remember to do it. Silas, remember me to do this, but I just little. So if I do forget to do this, everyone just put in the chat on the Discord that TK, you didn't put any links in, and then I might remember. But I'll try and link all the channels, obviously Wolters things and the Games Basement, because as I said, 8 subscribers. I'm not desperate. I am quite desperate. I'm not desperate. Anyway, and and of course, obviously, if you've And also, if you first time you've come across TK Studios, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell and all that jazz. I've never, as you can probably tell, I'm not used to doing that bit because I hate begging for subscribers.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and to turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out in TK's basement.
Yeah.
I'll catch you later.
We'll do what I'll do what Dr. Mix does on his videos. He goes, yeah, don't forget to click the like. Yes, that's good. You've clicked the like. Yeah, I love it when he does that.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Well, hope you all enjoyed that. As I say, and if we carry these on, join us next time for more chat and shenanigans, because we all like shenanigans on TK Studios.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Indeed. Yeah. Right. Talk to you all soon, my friends. TK out. Peace.